Hello, it's layperson Lisa with a reflection on the readings for the 6th Sunday in Ordinary Time. Today's readings, like dagger to my heart, they're all about trusting in God instead of ourselves. And this is something that I struggle with tremendously. I have this self-reliance, this self-protection, and that's not who God wants me to be. He wants me to be his vessel so that all of the walls around my heart are crumbled so that I may fully invite him in. Because so often I find myself in self-protection mode and responding in a defensive way, even because of these perceptions. And I'm not trusting in God. I'm not depending on him. I'm just responding myself. But lately, I had this beautiful moment of prayer, and it was me taking my blackened, wounded, scarred heart and handing it to Jesus. And then Jesus is reaching his heart towards me, and he creates my heart to be one of light. And so now, when I find myself to be in self-protection mode, self-reliance mode, I am envisioning myself handing my heart to Jesus so that he may transform my heart into one of light. And when we do this, when this constant invitation of prayer that I need to do, that I need to do in order to allow Jesus to help me. So it's a sign of dependence on him, a deeper dependence on him, a deeper trust in him, knowing that I can't do it myself. And that's what the Beatitudes, Luke's versions of the Beatitudes, are about. Like, these are ways to live despite what the world throws at us. This way of humility. This way that knowing that we are being who God created us to be. We're not depending on ourselves, we're depending on him. And as a result, we are being who he has created us to be. And I know when I feel like I'm being who God created me to be, like I'm not thinking about myself. I'm thinking about others. I'm being self-giving. But so often I find my tendency is that I'm thinking about myself and how I feel in a certain situation instead of being a gift of self to others. And that's what that's how Jesus lived. He's a constant gift. He's constantly self-giving, and he calls us to respond in the same way. And it's a challenge, but it's also an opportunity to continue to grow in deeper trust in him instead of ourselves, a deeper dependency and reliance on him so that we may become more like him, so that we may be able to see people as he sees them. Because let's face it, it's challenging when we all have people that we struggle with in our lives, and instead of like my tendency to like, okay, well, I'm just not going to deal with this person. No, this is an opportunity for us to rely and trust in God on a deeper level and to help him see us, to see them as he does. And it's an opportunity for us to minister to people. You know, sometimes there's things that I just don't want to do. I was actually struggling with this the last day or two. There's just things I don't want to do. But I feel like God was telling me, but let's not think about what I want to do, but let's think of this as an opportunity of Jesus wanting me to minister to people in this situation. And so when I put it in that perspective, I'm taking it off of myself and putting this, trying to be who God created me to be, and seeing how I can serve others, how I can minister to people. And so when I was thinking about it this way, I was like, okay, well, it's not so bad. So where in your life are you trusting and depending on yourself instead of God?